Kailasapathy, a Sri Lankan living in Michigan State, declared her candidacy to contest as a Democrat for Ann Arbour City Council in the state of Michigan. Could you please share with us how your life in Sri Lanka and your experiences there shaped, formed, challenged you to take this enormous challenge of running to City Council and, if elected, to serve as a council person?
Very good question, because if you look at my website too, I dwell on Sri Lanka a lot, and some people have asked me, like, why do you do this? Because I think Sri Lankan experience really played the largest role in kind of influencing me, how I looked at the world and how I looked at politics. I was a teenager in Colombo, in a predominantly Tamil neighborhood, Vellavatta, when my house was burned down during the 1983 riots. Then we moved to Jaffna. Initially, youngsters like us were very idealistic about reconstructing and recasting our Jaffna society, which is a traditional society, in a new mode. But by 1985, it became very clear that we had replaced one despotism with another. LTT, also known as the Tamil Tigers, revealed itself to be a ruthless and authoritarian entity. Many of my friends and professors and mentors and people whom I looked up to were murdered by the Tigers for disagreeing with them. Mind you, not for taking up arms, but for merely dissenting on and not accepting the authoritarian politics of Tigers. Many of us became, especially my generation, I feel sometimes I'm like the poster child of Sri Lankan conflict, because many of us became the victims of Sinhala nationalism on one hand and Tamil nationalism on the other, which led us to reject all sorts of nationalism and seek out a different path. And I think that's why my commitment is more for social justice, environmental justice, and fighting against discrimination than kind of following any sort of blind nationalism. Of course, I came to Boston, where I went to Wellesley College, and I was very active with the Amnesty International on human rights issues, campaigning for my fellow students who were illegally incarcerated by the LTT at that point. And then I came to Michigan, and I taught at Eastern Michigan University for 10 years, and I met a wide variety of students from different classes and ethnic groups, and my politics really grew here as well. And I guess the rest is history. Now I'm running for Ann Arbour City Council.
Thank you, Mrs. Kailasapathy. We wish you all the best.